Alright, it's Superman, the Man of Steel. Now, forget everything you know about Superman. Forget it. And go watch the movie. And that way you'll have a better understanding for what they're trying to do. Because the more you watch the Superman movies and try to relate him to the other Superman movies, the more you're gonna criticize this movie. This is a good movie. It's not outstanding. It's not something that's gonna say, oh wow, this is like The Dark Knight. This is nothing like The Dark Knight. They want to make a more realistic approach to Superman. And you can tell this movie is a combined mixture of people in the office saying how we're going to make Superman appealing, how we're going to get merchandising out to the fans. We need more of this, we need more of that. This is why the project was pulled away from Bryan Singer. They got Zack Snyder in here, who's done The Watchmen. And if you've seen the way he did the Watchmen and how he done Sucker Punch, you can pretty much say this is a mixture of the two movies, where they seem to focus on the action scenes, then write a story around it. And this movie was just, what robbed it is just too much CGI, where it doesn't look real. It's real fast, and then there's slow motion shots. It's just too extra, too over the top for the action scenes. It didn't really need it. The story was good. You know, that's what the story and the way, the direction they went to with General Zod in the beginning, how they're showing you Krypton life, they're showing you the planet of Krypton, and they're showing you actually people with things to do, titles and roles. Now that I understood. You know, because, you know, we never really saw Krypton in the original Superman movies. Only the comic books do we know anything about the place. But it basically starts off with they captured Zod. So wouldn't it be nice to know why they captured Zod, or what did he do, how did he do it, how's his father involved in this, why does he hate Jor-El so much? This is a good backstory. They spent some time there on Krypton, and I enjoyed that. It's when they came to Earth, the story was good. It's just the action scenes. Michael Shannon, who I had some, doubts about him playing Zod. You just were never gonna outdo the original Zod. Okay, his acting, he's an over the top actor because he's really a theater actor. And some theater actors, they're taught to be loud and to be heard and to be commanding. And I think he was just a little too commanding, where we're used to Zod being in control without being loud. He had a commanding voice to where he sounded as a commander. So our attachment to General Zod is with Superman 2. That's how we picture General Zod to be. So when we see another General Zod played in a different manner, a different type of commanding manner, it takes away from it, I think, a little bit. But assessing the movie, I like that everybody had different powers. It's not like everybody had the same powers Superman has. It wasn't that type of theme. Like Fiona, she could do different things to help Lois Lane breathe in space. And that was another thing. Lois Lane was not even needed for this movie. I mean, really. This was like, we got to put Lois Lane in here because you can't have Superman without Lois Lane. Other than that, her reason or point of being is like, why is she there? And you don't really feel like, oh, well, they're in love, and there's so much love. Like, The whole love thing, like the Christopher Reeve, Margot Kidder thing, I didn't get that at all. Margot Kidder, you can tell she was in love with Superman. I was not convinced Amy Adams was in love with Harry Cavill or whatever. To me, I think she looked at him as he's fascinating because he's Superman. You know, it's a story. You know, I never took like, man, she's into him, and that's what was missing. But I don't care about that. You give me good action scenes and don't change the character. Don't change who Superman is. And now when I'm saying that, you know I'm talking about the end. I'm not going to tell the end. I won't do that. I don't want to ruin the movie for people. But what Superman essence is, you don't ruin it just because of the nature of how the world is right now. That's just wrong. It's not what Superman do. It's not what he would do. It's just, that's not the way you end it. But go see it. It's a good movie. You will enjoy it. But it's not something that I'm going to watch 6-7 times over in a row. But it's watchable. It's good. It come on cable or DVD. I will buy it. Great roles were played. Kevin Costner, Russell Crowe. Excellent roles. Excellent acting. Just, to me, the action scenes was a little over the top.